Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria of Through the Peacock's Eyes. Welcome to my channel. These are the video for the Saturn transiting Aquarius in Western astrology for each zodiac sign. So the complete transit, Saturn moved into Aquarius on March 23rd, 2020, and the complete cycle ends on March 8th, 2023. But Saturn goes retrograde in May. He re-enters Capricorn on July 3rd, 2020, and he won't leave Capricorn and go back into Aquarius until December 18th, 2020. So though his transit through Aquarius has begun, it doesn't fully kick in until the end of the year, but the energies are already starting. Okay. If you're wondering about the Vedic astrology Saturn in Capricorn transit, which began on February 1st, 2020 and goes until January 26, 2023. You can check out the video I made a few years ago for the Saturn in Capricorn transit. And even though that was for the Western astrology, it now applies to the Vedic because horoscope readings have to be done whole house. So you can listen to that one for your Vedic rising, ascendant, or moon sign. For these videos, for these Saturn and Aquarius and Western astrology videos, listen to your sun, moon, or rising sign. You can listen to all three for a bigger picture of this transit the next few years ahead. Okay, I did make a video, as you probably know. Jupiter and Saturn are in conjunction over the next couple of years through ranging from Sagittarius in Vedic, Capricorn, and Aquarius. I made a video discussing that from both systems. If you want to learn how to work with those energies together and get the dates for all of that, I will pin that video to the top of the comments below. I also made a video maybe a year ago or so titled What and How to Listen to Astrology Horoscopes to give you a better understanding of why it has to be done whole house. I will link that at the top of the comments below as well. And I also, for 2020, I made a time-stamped video for all signs called Diving into 2020, New Beginnings 2020, and it's a tarot and oracle reading. I will be doing an update tarot reading for the second half-ish of 2020 because there's been a major thing going on in the world and there's a major shift going on. So I thought I would do update readings for all signs. I'll probably do those as separate videos instead of a time-stamped one. So stay tuned for that. Okay, on to the astrology for Saturn and Aquarius for each zodiac sign. Hi Libra. So Saturn is transiting your fifth house. Now, fifth house is a house of creativity. It's a house of children and romance, education, like before college. So I don't think there's many kids watching, so it can apply to that for you as well. But also education in general. I often think of people who are teachers and working with kids. That energy comes through in the fifth house. Now, Saturn's energy can slow things down. It often requires us to be patient. And, it often seems like because we have to be patient that we're always facing obstacles and challenges. But really, those obstacles and challenges are there to slow us down because there is something more to learn or the timing just isn't quite right. So when it comes to your creativity, Libra, don't rush it. You can't rush it with the Saturn energy in this house for you. You have to pace yourself. So you can't get a creative project done quickly, whether it's just painting the walls in a room or you're an artist or you're a writer or you're creating something else. And especially if you're creating a business, because there is like independent business, sole proprietorship energy that comes along with the fifth house. So you can't rush it. You want to make sure you get all the steps in. You don't want to skip steps. You want to make sure you get all the foundational things done. So let's use the example. You're painting the walls. Put the primer on. Don't skip it. Make sure everything you do that is in the creative and educational realm for yourself and, personal business realm, make sure you don't skip any steps. That's important. You do that, you work with the Saturn energy, you have built a foundation for your creativity to flow and flow and flow for the years to come. Now, when it comes to having children, this Saturn transit It can add some challenges for those wanting to have kids. Again, the energy is you can't rush it. It's Aquarius. You might be surprised. Not so much, well, maybe the oops, I'm pregnant type of energy, but you might also be surprised, like you've been trying for a long time. You're maybe doing like IVF treatments, things like that. And you think it's failing, and then you discover you're naturally pregnant. That kind of surprise is what I'm feeling more, but it could be like, oops, I'm pregnant. Saturn brings transformation. So for those whom this is affecting them in the having children or the children realm, it is transformative. Now, when it comes to romance, Saturn transit isn't the best here. Saturn can, of course, slow down the romantic life. I often associate that, or I phrase it more as like your dating life. However, Saturn likes long-term things. So it could be, if you've been dating, that you meet someone who wants that long-term relationship, whether or not you want it. So you have to think about that when you're dating, or you're like going on dates and you're meeting people who like want to get married right away. And you're like, whoa, slow down. You're the one giving the Saturn message. So that can play out as well. But for meeting lots of people, it's not the best energy. It's actually more hermit-like. So if you don't want to date, or you're just waiting for that quality person who wants a long-term relationship, this is actually a good transit for you. Okay, that is your Saturn in Aquarius, Libra. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you back here soon.